Hi guys, this is Matt Granger, that Nikon guy. Now I love gear as much as the next person. I love chatting about it, I love comparing specs, I love doing my research, and I really appreciate the gear that I own. But today I want to talk to you about something that I think is much more important and the real essence of what photography is about. For me anyway, there's nothing that compares to that feeling when you line up a shot through the viewfinder and as you're pressing the shutter, you just know that you've got everything right. The angle is just what you wanted, the light is working, you've considered all the variables, and as you hear the click of the shutter, you just know you've captured a magical moment. To me, that's what photography is all about, and in that moment, it doesn't matter if you're shooting on your camera phone, a point and shoot, or a professional DSLR, doesn't matter how expensive your lens is, it's that feeling of knowing that you've just created an interesting or beautiful image, and the joy that that brings you. That to me is what photography is all about. Now, I have lots of photographer friends who have an amazing collection of gear. Over time, they've done their research, they've looked at what they need, they've gone out, saved up, compared spec sheets, done research, bought the gear of their dreams, then gone out and shot with it like crazy, been amazed with the results, shared it on forums, so on and so forth. And after a few weeks or a few months, it goes to the back of the cupboard and it really doesn't get used too much. So today, what I want to encourage everyone to do is get your gear out. If you've got it, use it. Whether it's a point and shoot, a compact camera, a basic DSLR, a high-end DSLR, or a camera phone, whatever you've got, bloody well get out there and use it. I guarantee you, someone who's using a basic camera but takes the time to learn how to use it, goes out through trial and error, tries things, fails, tries again, looks at what's working and what isn't, goes out there with a goal of what they want to actually create and then makes it happen, is going to be creating more interesting, potentially more beautiful, and certainly it'll be a more satisfying process for them than someone who has $10,000 worth of gear and rarely gets out there. Now, I don't want to criticize people for, watching tutorials online or reading books or studying the masters or any of that stuff. I do it, I think it's worthwhile, I think it's really valuable stuff to do. But some people say they just don't have time to shoot. Now, my advice is, if you've got time to sit online and surf the net or search different reviews and look at spec sheets, you've got time to pick up your camera, step out your front door and take some shots instead. And at the end of the day, at the end of the year, when you're looking back at the images you've made, the more time you've spent in the field, the better your images are going to be. And as I say, I love my gear, but the actual doing the research, comparing lenses, comparing flashes and buying stuff, that's not photography. That's just the groundwork, which then lets you go out and practice your process or art of photography. So once again, get your gear out. Get your gear out and use it. Now, that Nikon guy is all about building a community and getting people to interact and develop themselves as photographers. In whatever field or whatever direction they want to take, it's about trying to help you along on that journey. With that in mind, I'm really excited to announce that we've got a new portal for everyone to interact on. ThatNikonGuy.com is now live, and it's the new headquarters for the That Nikon Guy channel. Over time, ThatNikonGuy.com is going to contain all the material that's on the YouTube channel, plus loads of unique content. And the thing that I'm most excited about, and the thing that I think will have the most benefit for people, is I'm starting up a newsletter that you can sign up to on the front homepage. There's no tricks or catches, just pop in your name and email address. I'm not going to give your details away to anyone else. And that's going to be all about giving you assignments to do each month, to encourage you to actually get your gear out and use it to go out and do creative things. So each month I'll pick a topic and get you to go out and actually take some test shots. Then we'll have some Flickr groups set up, and then the best shots throughout the month, and at the end of the month will actually get featured on the website. Down the track we'll be offering prizes and all kinds of great stuff. So for those who actually sign up for the newsletter, throughout the month I'll send you some emails, maybe once a week or maybe a couple of times in the month, giving you some tips and pointers to help you along the way. For example, if our topic were portraiture, then I might give you an email talking about composition, and then one talking about how to use gear creatively to create the looks you're looking at, and then other aspects you should be considering, and break it down into some steps. So then in, maybe not this rigidly, but in week 1 you could be looking at this, week 2 this, week 3 this, and week 4 bringing it all together to create some interesting shots. So that's basically all I wanted to talk to you about today. whatever you're shooting with, whether you're Canon or Nikon or Pentax or Sony or whatever you happen to be shooting on, whether it's a DSLR or a compact camera, or even if you're shooting with your camera phone, if you're into photography, if you love your photography, if you want to make beautiful images, that's what that Nikon Guy is all about. So jump onto the new website, thatnikonguy.com, sign up for the newsletter, and then have a look around the site. And I really want to encourage people, leave comments, interact with each other. I want this to be an interactive community. This isn't about me passing information just to you. It's about a sharing and collaborative environment where we can all develop. So thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for your support so far, and I really hope that you find that Nikon Guy site a really useful resource for you. Thanks, guys. This is Matt Granger, that Nikon Guy. Until next time, get your gear out.